Hey, this is JB Buyer with Time to Pivot with another beta test. This one is for Job Mango. Get organized, get hired. And I found this one on betapunch.com. And the thesis for them is trying to help you get organized while looking for a job. So this is a real pain point to be solved. I'm looking on Wikipedia right now under unemployment. And I believe, as many others, we are in structural unemployment, where the definition of that is when the labor market is unable to provide jobs for everyone who wants one because there's a mismatch between the skills of unemployed workers and the skills that they need for available jobs. So that's why a lot of people are going overseas to outsource, cheaper and much more efficient. So there's 6 different categories, U1, U2, U3, all the way to U6, and people are talking about a 8% unemployment, which is bullshit. I think it's way higher than that. I think it's probably 16, 17, 20% because of the U3, U4 workers discouraged, and they've stopped looking for work because they can't seem to get any interviews, and they've applied to multiple places. So the tangent why I'm talking about this is the real pain point I believe Job Mango is trying to solve. There's lots of jobs on Craigslist, but you don't seem to really get any response back from some of the Craigslist ads. So I think that this software is designed to help you stay a little bit more organized. So I went ahead and signed up for their beta, and I'm looking through their site as far as usability goes and how I interact with it. One cool comment here is 29 mangoes earned. So the more I'm doing data entry into the site, that it's rewarding me with these mangoes. So I basically put in different skill sets that I felt I have with previous jobs, and I'm looking on the site. I'm not real sure why there's a wooden panel in the background, but I think if you are inside the app, you wouldn't necessarily need to see my resources, job resources, this other stuff on the bottom. They could remove that to make a bigger screen here for usability. I would suggest maybe in a section put up job interview tips or resume tips, or start to make joint venture relationships with other job related sites. There's also another one I get a beta test on, ResuMonk. So go to my blog at timetopivot.com to read more about that one. But I think that there's a series of new startups that are addressing this unemployment problem. There's a bunch of different startups that are doing video, so the job seekers can do intro videos to introduce themselves and the skill sets that they have, just to try and make a little bit of an impression and stand out from the crowd. So going back to Job Mango, and some of the features that they're having is interviews and events. So as you're applying for different positions, you will get called for some type of interviews. So this is to help you schedule those existing interviews so you don't overlap, which I think is a nice feature. Search jobs. I think that they're pulling from some type of shared application or API or something from Craigslist, Monster.com, USAJobs.gov, and Career Builder. To be honest with you, I think Monster.com is the biggest waste of technology. It doesn't seem to bear any fruit or any type of match on that. But I do like Indeed.com and SimplyHired.com as good job aggregators to compile the list of jobs in the site. There is a resume and cover letter section. So as I'm looking through here, there is a spot to put different ones. I've got two different skill sets, some in sales and some in back-end operations, so my resumes are going to look quite differently. I wouldn't want to submit a operations resume to a sales or a business development type of job. So having multiple different types of resumes and cover letters in this software would be helpful. Activity reporting. Let's take a look at what this does. I think this is just basically to track the amount of time. I've only been working with this a day, so I don't really have anything up here, but it's a way to track the activities report. Let's just go to the tips and techniques. I think this is an area where they may be building onto. So the video interviewing tips and that type of training would be a good spot to put under the tips and techniques. Looks like they do have some type of sharing with Simply Hired. I'm not sure how they're pulling those jobs, but they are. I think doing an API with LinkedIn to grab some of the data from the resumes or the information that you're pulling from LinkedIn. By the way, the feedback on Job Mango, this button over here, this orange button, give us feedback, very, very outstanding response from the founders. I was just clicking through there, and as part of my beta testing, I will click on a feedback button just to see if anybody responds. And I got a response back within, probably 30 to 45 seconds. We then had a 30 to 40 minute chat conversation going back and forth, which tells me that the site is interactive and that there are people on the other end. And if I was a job seeker, then I would be encouraged by that feedback button. So very good comments to Job Mango, and a job well done for that by making themselves available, which could easily be outsourced as they grow to someone else to handle that function, but that's excellent. So all in all, I think Job Mango is out to solve a pretty good problem, but the usability of the site, I think that they could maybe make the fonts a little bit bigger, but that's fine. But I'm concerned with this wooden panel, why that's really there. There could be a cleaner way of doing it. But all in all, I do like the site. I think they just need to work on their interface just a little bit. And that just comes from customer development and feedback from different people. But I think that it's going to be a good little startup that can help people. All right. Have yourself a great day. If you have any other questions or concerns, go to their website at jobmango.com. And if you're a beta tester like me, stop on by betapunch.com and check out some other job-related sites that are on there and get rewarded for your feedback. Thanks.